Golfers miss putts before they even take the putter back. It's not your putting stroke, it's your read. By the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to use your putter and your ball marker to make more accurate reads every single time. Most golfers misread putts because their eyes are lying to them. Take this putt, for example. Here on camera, you can look across that. You can't see the slope in the middle of the green. If it's overcast or the light's weird or the green's weird, everybody sees something slightly different. How do you read things in a decent amount of time that's not going to hold up the pace of play? Walking around your putt's not going to help you read greens either. When you walk around greens, you're walking around different parts of the putting green that your ball is not necessarily rolling over. When you move across different slopes, your eyes change perspective, and it's really hard to figure out, is my ball really going to be influenced by that slope? Or is it rolling across a spot that's not influenced by that slope? All this does is present more variables to your brain, giving you more doubt and less confidence in your read. AimPoint was one of the first companies to come out that actually started measuring the amount of side slope and teaching people to do it with their feet. Problem with AimPoint is not everybody's legs are the same length, and that can create different reads each direction and make you hard to calibrate in order to find that. The other issue that you run into with AimPoint is it requires you to calibrate the bending of the arm in order to play the right amount of break. Well, depending on the width of your fingers, the length of your arm, how much bend you have, am I really standing straight up and down and actually feeling that? There's a lot of variables that you have to time and get really good at. Slope vision uses the natural gravity of your putter to find a zero line, and then all you've got to do is just train yourself to stand straight and let gravity take the slope. We have 2 variables instead of 5. Let me show you how this works. Using Slope Vision's putting templates based off the length of your putter, we can actually put lines on the putter that actually indicate where 0 is all the way up to 5% slope. So when I go stand near my line, I can stand on this spot, pick the putter up, and actually figure out on a scale of 0 to 5 what percentage slope I'm actually playing. So what does 1% actually mean? Well, if you take a look at these tees to the right side of this hole, each one of those is a percent of slope. As you see, those tees are not perfect distances apart. That's because slope is not linear. The steeper the slope, the more break we have to play because gravity can influence it more. Our putter, depending on the marking that lines up with our 0 line, tells us how much break to play. The ball markers work like this. Each ball marker has a stemp reading based off the speed of the green. A 9 means that using a tool that we call a stemp meter, the ball is going to roll 9 feet when rolled off the stemp meter. The faster the green, the higher that number. The faster the greens, the more break has to be played, and these diagonal lines will get slightly wider apart. Now, the white line is to be aimed at the center of the hole for most putts. For each line away from that is a percentage point of slope. The blues are 1 and 3, the yellows are 2 and 4. Based off of what we calculate the slope to be is going to determine how I'm going to use the line on the ball lined up with the ball marker to aim the ball where I want the putt to go. What about uphill putts? Uphill putts usually are significantly slower than level putts or downhill putts. When I'm putting uphill, I use a slower stemp coin so that I'm not going to play as much break. It's that simple. The process is the same. The same goes for downhill putts, but instead of using a slower coin, we're going to use a faster coin. Very simple, very easy to use. It's really hard to mess up. When we start looking at putts of different lengths, you can see these 2 tees to the right side of the hole. Each of those is a 2% sloped putt. The one closest to the hole is on a putt that's 7 feet long. The one to the right is a putt that's 13 feet long. The further away we get, that line projects further and further away from the hole, which automatically allows you to play more break without having to recalculate anything. because when a ball hits the edge of the hole and is traveling at a slower speed, the ball is going to hit the lip and it's going to fall in. When I hit a putt on the same spot that's hit faster, the ball's going to lip out. Optimal speed is between 6 and 12 inches past the hole. If you can control your speed between 6 and 12 inches past the hole, you make the cup play its entire diameter. If you were to try to go to hitting a putt 18 to 24 inches past the hole, you shrink the hole by almost 40%. There are two skills that anybody using slope vision needs to learn: how to calculate side slope using your putter and how to line up your ball marker. When lining up your ball marker, we point the white line on the ball marker at the center of the hole. I utilize the inside edge of the putter shaft to verify that, closing my non-dominant eye. Using the line on the ball and orienting it in line with the desired slope line on your ball marker is the easiest way to do this. You don't have to look to the right or left of the hole. You can look at it right in front of you, and if you need to, you can use the inside edge of your putter shaft as a straight edge to line the ball up the best you can. When calculating your slope percentage, you walk along the inside edge of the putt and stand with your feet just 6 to 7 inches apart. Put your putter down with the shaft straight up and down, and gently lift the putter up, holding about an inch away from the top of the grip. You will see the putter fall left or right. Using the reference point on the green directly below the 0 line, we'll line that reference point up with a line that we have put on your putter using the slope line stencils. Now you know exactly what the putt is, and you can utilize your alignment coin to line your ball up with less effort. Next time you practice your putting, I want you to do this: one ball, your slope vision coin, and practice reading the putts, lining the putts up, stroking the putt, trying to start it on line and control the speed. Make sure that every ball you hit, whether it goes in or not, is within a foot to a foot and a half of the hole. You're going to have easy tap-ins. You're not going to 3-putt anymore, and you're going to make more putts because your reads are correct and your speed matches that read. Very simple. Don't go doing a bunch of drills on the putting green when you're working on your green reading. That makes it a lot easier to take your practice from the putting green to the golf course, make more birdies, and lower your scores.